In this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly create mockups using ChatGPT. And you don't need to have any design skills or prompting knowledge at all. However, it will help you if you do know how to prompt. But either way, let me show you how to do this quick, easy, and within minutes. So first thing you're going to do is jump on to ChatGPT. Once you're there, you're going to click on this little button right here, and you're just going to tell it what type of prompt you want it to make for you. So in this case, let's do a t-shirt. We're going to do a white comfort colors t-shirt, a woman standing out in the park. And because it is fall, we're going to have, leaves changing colors, and maybe a cardigan because it is a little chilly. So all you're going to do is click here and say the following. I want you to create me a prompt for a woman standing in a park. She is wearing a comfort colors white t-shirt and light blue jeans. It is cold out since it's fall, so the leaves are changing colors. And in the background, I want it to be a little blurred, but you can see that it is the fall season. From there, the main focus is on the t-shirt. And because it is a little chilly, make sure you add a cardigan to her outfit. Now, I want this shot in a realistic format. So this picture should be shot using a Canon camera with a Canon lens. I want to make sure that the realism sticks, so add some makeup blemishes as well as some peach fuzz on the arm and a little bit of veins to show, some texture to it. Click here and it's going to create this prompt for us. Now, it's very important to add those little details because you want to make sure that it looks real and not AI generated. So saying what type of camera, what type of lens, and even those little elements like the makeup blemishes as well as the little peach fuzz on the arm. After you're done with that, click here and it creates this prompt for us. Now, all you have to do is just copy this and you can either open up a new one or just paste it right here. And it's going to create that mockup for us. Now, after it creates this, I'm going to show you how to simply add your design to this mockup. And there we go. It's done. Now, it's a little interesting. It says comfort colors on the actual t-shirt. Sometimes it does weird things like that, but we're going to have that replaced. Either way, if you notice, because I said I wanted the main focus to be on the t-shirt, the actual cardigan is kind of open. Her arms are down at her waist level. And the whole reason being is because of that one prompt. This is why prompting is so important, because if you know what to say, you can actually change this. I can have her hands in her pockets. I can have this draping to one side. It's all about those little precise details that you add during your prompting and what you want it to do. So in this case, I'm just going to put an image in here, go click add files and images, just going to add this. Now, once that's on there, all you're going to say is just add this design to the shirt. So add this design to the t-shirt. Remove the words comfort colors, which you wouldn't have to add because typically it doesn't say this. So it was definitely the prompting that caused that. You normally wouldn't have to add this sort of thing. Hit enter and it's going to create that and add this design to the actual image. Now, in this case, while it is doing this, I just want to notate, if you always want the same image over and over, the same type of model and person, you need to make sure that you write that in there. In this case, I did not, so it may change her slightly, or it could keep her the same. It all depends on ChatGPT and how it's feeling at this moment. And there you go. Within literally minutes, I now have a perfect mockup that I could just put online and start pushing. Now, a lot of people may say, well, is it a comfort colors? This is where you would have to make sure that the actual, collar looks the way it's supposed to and everything like that, because that is very important when you are selling things online, that the actual item looks like the one you're selling. In this case, say if it's not 100% accurate, this is a quick fix. All you have to do is go to Printify, and here is a pillow that I made a while back. You just click download mockup. From there, you can actually add this to anything that you want. So say if I'm going through, this website right here, I love the way that this looks. Okay. So all I have to do is just copy image, go here and say, create me a prompt for the following image. Now from there, it's going to create me this prompt for this. And the reason that you want to create a prompt and not use that actual photo, because I literally could just use this photo and say, add this pillow into it, but it's their photo. So don't do that. Just create a prompt based off of this and then edit it in the way that you want it to look. So from here, click there, create the following image. Okay. Then I'm going to add that Mimi photo. There's the pillow right there. And if you see right here is where the actual thing is right here, right? So these two. So I don't want those two. So I'm going to say attached image pillow. So I'm going to take that out and just say add the attached image of the pillow onto the bed. Then I'm going to click there. It's going to replicate it and then take the pillow and place it on there.
works.
And there you have it. Within seconds, now we have the actual pillow in the mock-up. And you could do this for anything: cell phone cases, tote bags, wall art. I mean, it's really unbelievable what you could do with ChatGPT. But one thing to note is it's super important to understand prompting, because if you want to change something even slightly, it could go sideways and then you don't know what the fuck happened. So please, after this video, check out my prompting video where I go through the steps on how to prompt AI so that you always succeed. Now, I hope that you learned a lot from this, and I hope that you start making some mockups that really stand out, because remember, we are visual shoppers, and that first image needs to stop us dead in our track in order for you to get a sale. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. You know I love to hear from you, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.